Hi, and welcome to the LesParis.com podcast. I'm Les. This podcast is a short daily monologue that you can listen to. Use it to practice listening to English. Use it to stimulate ideas. Use it for BGM.
Country roads. Now, isn't there a famous song by Bob Denver called Country Road? Yeah, there is. It's one of my favorites from him. Okay. And it's a pretty good song. But let's get back to country roads. What image comes up in your mind when you think of country road? It might be different depending on what country you live in. For instance, I come from Canada, but now I live in Japan. When I think of country road in Canada, I think of a gravel road. And on either side of the road, there's a bit of grass. It goes down, and then there's probably trees or a field. There's no buildings on my country road. I was kind of surprised when I came to Japan. We were traveling down the middle of what I consider a city or even a town, and people were saying, wow, it sure feels like the country out here. And I was shocked because the country doesn't have buildings. My standard of country is no buildings, but there's lots of buildings here and people still call it country. So maybe country road has a different feel to it. Maybe it's less tall buildings, or maybe it's the kind of architectural style of the buildings. Or maybe it's the fact that you can see a field. If you can see a field, it must be country. Not for me. If you can't see a building, it must be country. Or if you can see a building, but that's the only building you can see, right? So now, once you see the country road, what kind of feelings do you get? Some people feel kind of yucky feelings. They don't like the country. Other people get a really good feeling, a warm, comfortable feeling when they see these roads. Or some people might feel lonely. It depends on you, doesn't it? I like the country, but I don't like all the things about the country. Tell me, when you think or see a country road, tell me, what do you feel? Well, now we've come to the end of another episode of the Les Paris podcast. Today, in episode 193, you had a chance to listen to talk about country roads. And tomorrow, in episode 194, you can listen about the topic of Botox.